Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Let's go ahead and recap yesterday. Another 1-2 day, back-to-back kind of rough days. That's all right. Let's get turned around here. Let's go ahead and recap it though real quick. The lock of the day was Tyrese Haliburton over 28.5 points and assists. Crushed it. I think he finished with 39 points and assists. Massive second half from him. I think the Pacers were down 20 at half. They had a massive turnaround. The Spurs were just shooting the lights out from threes, kind of why the game was kind of getting away from the Pacers. But he had a huge game. I think he had 26 and 12, so massive game there from Tyrese Haliburton, the lock of the day. Zion just never got going. He took the shots. He took a lot of shots, but he uncharacteristically missed a lot of the shots. It's rare that you see Zion shoot well under 50% in games, and that's kind of what happened yesterday. Also just massively overshadowed by the other stars of his team, like CJ, Brandon, and of course Jonas had a massive night. I can't believe. I kind of thought I knew Jonas or Zion was going to have a big night, okay? And I decided to go with Zion, and Jonas ended up having the big night. That's okay. It's unfortunate with that one. He took the shots, just didn't make them, which is very rare for Zion. And then Ayo DeSumo. I don't even know where to start with Ayo. I think he had 7 points, 2 assists, and like 2 rebounds in the first quarter. And then I think he grabbed 2 rebounds the rest of the game. Did not even score. He had 7 points right out the gate and did not even score or get another assist for the rest of the entire game. So that's nothing really you can do about that. He was on the floor. He was out there doing cardio because he literally didn't record he recorded 2 more rebounds for like the rest of the game, which is crazy because he got well over 30 plus minutes and he was only able to get 2 more rebounds for the rest of the entire game. So that's tough with Ayo DeSumo, but we're gonna go with a 5 pick today. I found 5 that I'm really digging today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, in the link down in the description below, I have a link that takes you straight to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy because you're going to want to hop in on the action this year. They have added a whole bunch of new features to Underdog Fantasy this year, starting with the brand new insurance feature, okay? This insurance feature is a new thing that has been super requested for the fans and the customers of Underdog Fantasy. Essentially, all you do is you click insurance right here. And if you can see right there, all you have to do is hit 4 of these picks to win, but the value does drop down. So if you turn off the insurance, you do a $10 bet, you obviously get $200. And if you turn on the insurance feature, it drops down a multiplier down to 10. But if you miss one of these picks, say, Jameis Winston gets hurt or something, he doesn't end up throwing 2 touchdown passes. But everybody else hits, like Lamar, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Justin Jefferson. All these guys hit. You still hit the slip. You just get it for $100. Just goes down a multiplier, which is a huge feature a lot of people have been asking for, so they received it. Also, they have added second half lines now to games. Obviously, it is on. There is nothing up because there's no NFL second half games, but they have added NFL second half. So just like for the Thursday night game, I'll throw up that clip right here. Thursday night, they dropped all the second half lines for that Thursday night game between the Bills and the Rams. They've added a bunch of new features this year. They're trying to improve to get the app better for you guys. Also, when you sign up, if you use code TAKEMYSHOT, you'll get $100 match, up to $100 match and 100% deposit match on your first time deposit. So if you do that, you can deposit $50, you get an extra $50, $20, you get an extra $20. Whole lot of stuff coming in with Underdog Fantasy this year. Make sure you sign up with code TAKEMYSHOT. Now let's get to today's picks. All right, coming in hot with today's lock of the day. It's going to be coming from another early game. We're going to go ahead and go with the Pacers versus Indiana game. Should be a close one, high-scoring one. Give me the rookie, our first rookie of the year. Give me Jaden Ivey over 14.5 points here tonight. Red hot to start the year is Jaden Ivey. 19 in game 1, 17 in game 2. Pacers have given up a lot. Again, I don't like to use just 2 games worth of data, but sometimes I'll take it if it's there. And it's there with the Pacers. They've given up 23 to Devin Vassell and 23 to Bradley Beal. Both of those teams off guards in their first 2 matchups. So historically, they're kind of struggling against the 2s. So Jaden Ivey is a 2 coming into this matchup. This game is also totaled as the highest of the game, or tied for the total highest of the game today. Total highest game today at 229.5. And the spread is also sitting at just 1.5 in this game, so they anticipate it to be a very high scoring, very close game between these 2 teams. But the stat I like the most here from Jaden Ivey is definitely going to be his shot attempts he's taking. In 32 minutes in game 1, he took 15 shots. And in game 2, he only managed to get 12 shots in 29 minutes. But that's with Cade Cunningham and Saddiq Bey combining for 31 shots. So their 2 main guys offensively took 31 shots in a blowout loss, and he still managed to get up 12 shots along with 17 points in a blowout loss like that. That has me feeling really highly of Jaden Ivey here tonight. Should be a close one between these 2 teams. Pacers have not shown they have any great perimeter defense outside of Tyrese Haliburton. So give me Jaden Ivey. You have 14.5 points today as our lock of the day today. Next up, we're going to ride a very hot line. A lot of people have been betting on this like crazy. I know they have. Give me Desmond Bane over 3.0 assists. This doesn't make sense. I don't know why they've kept it at 3. He's crushed the over in back-to-back games to start the season, and I think yesterday was 3.5, and they lowered it today versus Dallas. Historically versus Dallas, he hasn't had a whole lot of success, but you can't ignore the stats. Again, I don't like to dig into data 2 games in. 13 assist chances and averaging 6 assists through 2 games, and I was watching the Memphis game yesterday. He was a legit playmaker. He was a legit passer yesterday. Was passing the ball pretty regularly. And in their first game, the Mavericks gave up 9 assists to Devin Booker, who is not a pass-first guard by any means. He's definitely, a look to score. But Chris Paul and Devin Booker both had 9 assists in their matchup versus the Mavs. Ja Morant, of course, the primary ball handler, gets a lot of assists himself. It looks like, based on the matchup they had versus the Suns last game, 9 assists to Booker, 9 assists to Paul. Desmond Bane should be right on track again to once again crush that over 3 assist rate that he's at today. So give me Desmond Bane over 3.0 assists for our second play today. All right, next up, we're going to take him here again. We took him the other night. Give me Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points here tonight. I'm liking this one a lot. He's going to be the primary guy for, obviously, Cleveland tonight with no Garland, so he's going to be the primary ball handler. Should be looking to take the majority of the shots. Donovan Mitchell also thrives as a lead guard. He has his entire career. Last year versus the Bulls, thrived in his 2 matchups. He had 30 and 37 in his 2 matchups last year versus the Bulls, so has had no history of being bad or anything versus the Bulls. The Bulls in their 2 games to their Donovan will probably be the point guard tonight, but he's listed as a shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? 23 to Tyler Hero, the primary scorer for the Miami Heat, and they held Bradley Beal to 19. But I think it was more so just Kuzma got going. Kuzma had 26 towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter when they were exchanging buckets. The Bulls and the Wizards. I was watching that game as well. Bradley Beal got whatever he wanted. Kuzma was kind of taking over the scoring role yesterday. Had 26 in that game. So I wouldn't say they held down Bradley Beal by any means. He just got overshadowed by Kuzma yesterday. No one should be overshadowing Donovan Mitchell tonight. I feel like 26.5 is a perfect spot to put him at. I also think his six assists isn't bad. Got a lot of weapons around him. Obviously, Garland has shown in the past that he can get a lot of assists with the teammates he has around him. So I would say his 6 assists is also a really good move. He could go either or with his points or his assists tonight. They've got this total game at 219.5. I think that's honestly a little bit low. I would lean towards the over in that one between the Cavs and the Bulls. Bulls are getting back Zach LaVine tonight, so it adds another spurge of offensive power. So I don't know why they have it sitting at 219.5, but I don't make the lines. And they also have the spread in this one at 1.5. So it should be a close one. And if it's a close game, Donovan Mitchell's going to pour in buckets late in the end. Donovan Mitchell's a big-time fourth quarter player. So if this game does stay close, expect Donovan Mitchell to pour in the buckets late in that game. So give me Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points today. And our last play of the day is a little bit of a sneaky one. We're going to go with Gary Trent, under 2.5 rebounds, our first under of the year. Let me tell you boys something. Bam Adebayo, Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby, Jimmy Butler are going to be on the floor for the majority of this game. Of course, the Raptors like to play their guys like 40 minutes a night, 36-plus minutes a night. They don't like to play their bench guys. Gary Trent is going to be sitting on the perimeter. This game is the projected lowest scoring game of the night. It's sitting at a 215 total. There's also 3 of the top 25 rebounders in this game. Gary Trent will be on the perimeter. He won't have any opportunities at rebounds unless they magically roll out to him, a long rebound. Those guys are going to be banging down low, grabbing a lot of rebounds. There's going to be a lot of length in this game. There's no business Gary Trent being down in there trying to grab any rebounds. He did have 5 in game 1 of the season. Massive fluke. Should not have had anything like that. In his 3 games last year he played versus the Miami Heat, he did have 5 in one game, but the other 2 he did have 2 rebounds and 2 rebounds in those other 2 games. And the reason he had 5 in that game is because they went to double overtime. So obviously, 56 minutes worth of game time, you'll probably manage to get 5 rebounds, and that's what he did. So I'm liking Gary Trent tonight to go under 2.5 rebounds. The games where they didn't go to overtime last year, he did manage to go under in those 2 games. So give me Gary Trent under 2.5 rebounds as a cheeky little line for tonight, our last play of the day. All right, boys, let's go out here and let's get a dub today. The lock of the day for our perfect 3 slip is Jaden Ivey over 14.5 points. Give me Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points without Garland. And then give me Desmond Bane with his over 3.0 assists, averaging 13 assist chances a game as our perfect 3 slip. Our 5 slip will be the 3 slip of Ivey, Mitchell, and Bane. Just add Gary Trent Jr. under 2.5 rebounds and add Ja Morant over 29.5 points for the perfect 5 slip today to round out our slips. All right, guys, it's going to wrap up today's video. Let's bounce back-to-back 1 and 2 days. Let's get back on track here. Let's lock in and get these picks in. I'm loving these lines today. really went into the nitty and gritty of it. You know, I don't normally go to guards and rebounds and stuff like that, but you know, when I was looking through the advanced statistics this morning, I found some cheeky ones. And I was like, oh yeah, let's play these ones for sure. So I got some good picks today. Channel has been popping off once again yesterday, guys. I think we nearly hit 1,000 views yesterday. Haven't had that anytime soon. I think the last time I had that was like a Madden video, but it's been a long time since a player prop video's had that. So channel's been popping off lately. I think I've almost got 100 subs, you know, since the NBA season started. So thank you guys so much. We are popping off, doing very well. Again, like I said in the past, I don't ask you guys to sub. I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for like goals, anything like that. I just post videos, and if you guys want to watch, you can. If you want to sub, you can. I'm not one of those guys who's going to sit at the beginning of the video and be like, you know, first 2 minutes of the video, I'm just asking you just to follow the channel. So, you know, thank you guys for subbing. Thank you guys for liking. I'm not going to ask you guys to do that. You guys do that if you want to. And I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.